A win is a win is a win. Do we need to clean up a lot of things? Absolutely. Uh, I thought the maybe an an enormous amount of dropbacks, but hey, he trusts Sam Howell. As the weather commenced, uh, it became one of those games, man. It was defense was going to dominate this game. The Cardinals are an NFL franchise in the NFL, and they have NFL caliber players. Now, what level do you grade them? That's entirely on you. But the Cardinals came to play, and I was impressed with the effort. And I was even more impressed with how we hung in this game, with our psyche, determined, determined, each possession, determined to win. And it was some big plays on both sides. It was some could have been even bigger plays if our defensive backs could have held on to a lot of those picks that was thrown our way. And also on the flip side with the Cardinals as well. I remember Sam Howell throwing one after he already had that one tip, but he got another one where it went right. The defensive back had a bead on it, so he was staring down receivers as another little minus on his part. But for the most part, man, I like the way Sam hung in there, man. He's a tough, gritty quarterback. Don't ever question his toughness, man, because he could have folded. I've seen quarterbacks fold in this town when they get booed and not playing well, but he dug in and he made the difference. You know what I mean? He took us over the top, you know what I mean, on another great play that he did. He's a playmaker and he uses his legs accordingly. So, but he's looking to get the ball downfield. Yes, he might have missed De'Ami Brown on a blown coverage from the Cardinals, but man, he was under duress, bro. He was getting beat up out there. He's resilient, and I'm not surprised if he. I mean, I'm not going to be surprised whatever when the injury report comes out, man. But I'll be very. I'm looking forward to seeing the injury report when it comes out. But Sam Howell dug in, man, and he proved that he was a captain, and even though he was not at his best, and you got to remember his growing pains. He's a rookie, redshirt freshman for all intent purposes in the NFL. So it's the second start. Now the test comes when he got to go on the road for the first time in his as a starter. So that's a different ball game. So there's a lot to clean up. There's a lot for the coaches to do. I wish the players well. I hope they get rested, heal up, um, going up a mile high, and you know how that is, that environment there. So for the most part, it's Victory Monday, and I will take it. I'm not one of these guys that needs style points. I'm looking to stack victories to get us closer to where our goal is, and that's to make the playoffs, to get into the playoffs. You know, we'll take this. We look back on it as one of these. It can either springboard us. We can learn from it, or hey, we can't play like this going to Denver. We know that. We can't have three turnovers. We can't fumble the ball in the red zone. And we could shore up some tackling a little bit too. But our offensive line definitely needs work. Um, I'm concerned about Wiley. Um, you know, I'm concerned about the offensive line. So but I'm not gonna. I take it on a game by game basis. So we hopefully we improve, and we have to get better. But it was a defensive game. Montez Sweat had a monster game. Deron Payne had a monster game. Um, Emmanuel Forbes, he was locking people up. He had Hollywood Brown. There was some back and forth, as far as their competition wise on that side of the ball. But hey, man, for the most part, he almost had a pick. So can we get better? Absolutely. It's one game. One game. Congratulations to the coaching staff. This was a gritty victory. Tip my hat to the Cardinals and their coaching staff and the players over there because they came to play, and that's all you want. It was like I said, I mentioned before, it was a rock'em sock'em football game, and you had to be in the trenches, man. You know what I mean? So it was one in the trenches by the defensive line, and so we on to Denver. Anyways, peace. I'll check you later.